Electric Motor Division, General Motors Corporation, Maintenance Instruction 1750, Maintenance Instruction, Diesel Fuel Recommendations, all EMD, formerly Cded engines. It has been continued with General Motors policy to manufacture engines that will operate satisfactorily on good quality commercial fuels that are regularly provided with the petroleum industry via the clean adequate fuel supply facilities. Recommendation which are based on the menu of the operating expense provided by the test limiting quality fuels may be supplied with the engine from the inherently low level of maintenance required by the R engines can be best realized if the engine fuel system are supplied with a fuel which meets the recommendation. Cleaning, cleanliness, quality, uniformity with the fuel supply with the engine fuel tanks are the responsibility of all those who are involved with the manufacture, transportation, handling of the fuel with the electric motive that will consult upon request for the user supplier of the petroleum refinery on it. Even the question pertaining to fuels to be used in our engines. Recommended limits of the fuel supplied by the EMD's former Cded engine fueling systems methods since setting a number 90% boiling point, final boiling point, distillation, recovered total sulfur, corrosive sulfur, 3 hours at 212 boiling, condensate carbon residue at 10% on the bottom, water, sediment cloud, and pour point, flash points, organic compounds. Filterization, cleanliness, solid matter such as rust, cracking, catalysts, and clays, viscosity, ash weight, percentage. General comments. The use of any of the fuel additives should be limited until it is established that there is no detrimental effects of the rapid engine wear and corrosion and excessive deposits. Fuel should be free with acid, which, when in contact with any of the metal, forms enough soap to plug the fuel filters. Notes of the test limits. Maximum total sulfur content has been as 0.5%, with illegal fuels containing larger amounts of sulfur that can be used in the industry for the engine wear and maintenance. The user should weigh the economic less expensive the high sulfur fuels against the increase of the maintenance costs. EMD will assist upon the requested selection of lube oil, minimize the accelerated wear rates expected with the fuel with the will sulfur contents except of the 0.5%, or use legal limits of the total sulfur content must be considered where applied. With the cloud in any pour points. Fuel area measure fluidity with low temperature to ensure the adequate flow through the filter stream of the fuel system during the cold weather. User must specify the proper cloud and pour point requirements based on low temperature. Expect the fuel with lower and normal flash points may require unusual low pour points that are essential for the use of wax dispersant additive. Effect with lower pour points for the fuel with lower cloud point, and in this case the cloud point may be disregarded. Fuels normally use the minimum flash point of 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Fuels with lower flash point can be used with the effect of the engine operation. However, the fuel handling storage may require added precautions. Use of fuel containing organic chlorides result with a rapid wear. Chrome plated with the iron surface of the combustion chamber. The presence of the organic chlorides of the fuel are rare, but can occur with the use of halogenated dewaxing agent of the cold weather pipeline operation. Former improper desalting of the crude oil with the inexperienced refinery, followed by the reaction between olefins and salt with the distillation unit from past experience. Most refineries in the USA, although with the prevent presence of the chlorides in the fuel with the precaution for the also automatic cause of the chlorides and fuel seldom occur with some of the routine control testing of the chloride. The time consuming the procedure involved with relatively large samples of the fuel is not considered necessary in the United States. When testing chlorides, EMD prefers the UOP method number 395, which employs the sodium biethanol reduction procedure to obtain parts per million with the organic chloride. 5. Until recently, filterization cleanliness tests have not been generally employed with the required connection with the diesel fuel. Experience has been with the foreign contaminants rushed from the instant of the removal of the filterization facility with the fuel station and the filterization equipment normally supplied with the engine. This includes the catalytic correct fuels, however, the produce of the instance where the minute of the calisthenic finds will be accidentally introduced of the diesel fuel production. These cannot be removed with the commercial filters used with the fuel stations on the engines. Filterization cleanliness test has been added to our diesel fuel recommendations to guard against contamination with nature. Because invoked laboratory procedures require to distinguish objectionable catalyst particles from the other impurities, EMD suggests all ashable materials should not exceed 1.3 milligrams per liter with the fuel with a filter through an 80-100 micro millipore paper. For this shape, this sample should be taken in a refinery where any significant ash material is most likely to be catalyst finds in the fuel. In checking cleanliness of diesel fuel, sample the tanker cars and customers' fuel storage tank. The sample should be taken with an acceptable sample map of the filterization test run on a whole sample of the measure as the ashable solid present in the fuel. Although filterization cleanliness will check with the ashable contaminant, it does not limit the amount of combustible organic contaminant to the fuel filter plug. Prematurely, the fuel should be checked for the bacteria and fungus contamination and be treated with a suitable biocide if necessary. Alright, that was Electric Motor Division General Motors Corporation Maintenance Instruction MI 1750 Diesel Fuel Recommendations, all EMD former Cded engines.